Hello and welcome to part 2 of my Stryper album discussions. Releases 3 and 4 from the band are on the agenda to be discussed today. And the third release happens to be this one, To Hell with the Devil, 1986. Wearing the t-shirt for the 30th anniversary tour of this, it's hard to believe that this album's all going to be 35 years old pretty soon. But anyway, even though this isn't my very favorite Stryper album, it honestly isn't, pun intended, that my favorite album will be discussed in the next part of this. But this album holds some of the fondest memories for me when it comes to Stryper and music on down the line. The first one being is when they were touring for this album. That's the first time I got to see them in concert. On a Friday night, my dad, my uncle, who will probably watch this, and my brother, my dad drove us 3 or 4 hours away from where we were living at the time to catch the show. My dad didn't go, but my uncle did. And we had a great time at the show. The second thing is, at this point in my life, in the music I collected, I thought To Hell with the Devil was the coolest album title there ever was. And it was the closest thing I had to anything in my music collection with swearing in it. So I thought, I've arrived. So I was really anxious when I picked up the cassette of this back in the day to put it in my player and especially hear the song To Hell with the Devil. The album, of course, starts with a little intro called Abyss to Hell with the Devil, kind of setting the mood of hell and all of that. What's awaiting the devil and everything. Then the guitar kicks in and just smacks you in the face. And the song To Hell with the Devil was everything I thought it would be and more. I instantly loved it. Then came track 3, Calling on You. Not as heavy as To Hell with the Devil. More of the glam metal type of, if you don't mind me using that term, type song. And I initially thought, I thought overall with an album title like To Hell with the Devil, the album as a whole would follow and be as heavy as that song. And it was kind of let down when this song wasn't as heavy. But still liked the track. Track 4, Free. If To Hell with the Devil is 1A, Free would be 1B in my listing of favorite tracks on this album. I loved the song from the first time I heard it. I love the message. I love the guitar work, the guitar solo, the video for the song, which got me a little taste of the live show that I was about to see. All of that bunched together, and Free and Calling on You charted at the top of Dial MTV's charts simultaneously. So that's when Stryper really arrived on the scene, so to speak. Then comes what is a lot of people, a lot of people, including my uncle, feel is Stryper's best ballad, honestly. Those people, my uncle included, and he'll probably have something to say to me about it when he watches this. But in my opinion, that song is a good song, but I think it's overrated. I mentioned the last video I did where their ballad First Love from Soldiers Under Command was my favorite song. For some reason, I want to say video when I want to say song, but my favorite song, First Love, off Soldiers Under Command, is my favorite ballad. Not favorite song, but favorite ballad. I'll get it straight at some point. My favorite ballad from Stryper is First Love. To me, that blows honestly out of the water. Then comes The Way, a crunching, heavy rocker. A little bit of that Rockin' for Jesus, you know, it has that vibe. And matter of fact, it says Rockin' for the Rock in the chorus. But I dig the song. I like, the heaviness of it. I like Michael Sweet's high note at the end of the song. And it gets me moving. It gets me moving. The next song, Sing Along Song. When I first saw the title of it, I'm like, When I first saw the title, Sing Along Song, I'm like, I don't know about this. This sounds awfully, like this could be awfully corny. And I listened to it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is corny. Why would they do a song like this? It'd be like the whoa, 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 la, la chorus, all of it. It'd be like, this is stupid. I don't like it. I feel totally different about it now, going back to that concert. That was the first song of their encore, and it brought the house down. So I'm like, well, maybe this isn't corny as I thought it was. This is actually pretty doggone good. So I hold Sing Along Song in a lot higher esteem than I did. Holding On is another song I grew to appreciate it more over the years, and the first time I heard it live helped me appreciate the song more. The next track, Rocking the World, one of those Rockin' for Jesus songs again. Again, throw that one. We can throw that one away. I'm not too big on that song. Ballad number 2 on this, All of Me. On the same album as Honestly. And All of Me, in my opinion, is a better song. Then comes, to me, the second best closing track on a Stryper album. When we get to the album that is the first one, I'll tell you what that one is. But More Than a Man. When that guitar kicked in, I was like, I instantly started headbanging, much like Surrender. That song just punches you in the face. And the chorus of the song never fails to punch me in the gut. Make me tear up a little bit. Those of you familiar with the song would know why I say that it makes me tear up a little bit. The chorus of it. So a solid 4, maybe 3.5 out of 10 album. A follow-up, In God We Trust. This is an album that, from Stryper, that when I first heard it overall, I was the least enthusiastic about. It starts off good. Starts off well with the song In God We Trust. And I've always liked that song, and we'll get to a re-recorded version when we discuss an album on Down the Line, which is even better. But still, the original version of In God We Trust is still very, very, very solid. Now, that wasn't the first song I heard from this album, because the second song on here, Always There For You, they released as a single and a video. And I got the Calling on You vibe of it in this song. And again, it took me a while to really say, yeah, that's a solid song, but I enjoy it. I enjoyed it back then, and I enjoy it now more. And the thing that jumped out at me right away is how overproduced this album is. And that's been discussed on this channel before and other people. And that's the thing that really drags the album down, is the overproduction. Song 3, Keep the Fire Burning. Not a bad song. Rather enjoy it. Now, the best song on this happens to be a ballad. I Believe in You. And I'd rate that number 2 of ballads under First Love. Better than Honestly. The Writing's on the Wall. Great, great, great track. In the vein of The Way. It doesn't have the rockin' for the rock message, but it's about that, that heaviness, and, a great rock song. It's Up to You. Trying to be another sing-along song, but it fails. Can forget it. The World of You and I is kind of a good mid-tempo rocker. Maybe elements of a power, mid-tempo rocker, maybe even a power ballad. This album contains the worst ever Stryper song there's been. Michael Sweet even agrees with it. Come to the Everlife. The opinion I had when I first heard the song all these years ago has not changed. That song sucks. The music, everything about it just sucks. Got bored very easily with it. Lonely, another good power ballad. The album ends with Stryper trying to do a little speed metal in a way with the song The Rain. Michael Sweet isn't very fond of it for some reason now. I don't understand that. I think it's a good song. It's a great way to end this album. But overall, this album is very underwhelming. With the songs around it, songs like The Writing's on the Wall, The Rain, and the title track seem out of place. Seem that they would better fit a heavier album that Stryper will produce later on and are known to produce now. So I'd say 2.53 out of 5 for this one. So there you are. 2 of these now in the books. I hope that my inexperience of being on camera and me fumbling over my thoughts a little bit didn't make this too much of a chore to sit through. But anyway, till I talk to you again, which might be soon because I'm expecting a new addition to my CD collection later on today. So I'll talk to you shortly for that. But until then, enjoy the music.